So yeah, this happened to me a couple years ago, back in 2023. I was just your average 22-year-old trying to make ends meet, Working part-time at the local Walmart while going to community college. Nothing fancy. I remember being kinda excited when I got the job. Night shift stocking shelves. Thought it'd be easy money, plus I could people watch all the weirdos who shop at 2 a.m. Haha, like that one lady who argued with the cereal boxes. Good times, right? Little did I know, one of those weirdos was about to turn my life into a nightmare. It started off pretty normal. I'd clock in around 10 p.m., grab my cart, and start restocking the aisles. Walmart at night is kind of peaceful in a boring way. Fluorescent lights buzzing, that faint smell of cleaning supplies mixed with whatever's on sale in bakery. I'd listen to podcasts on my earbuds to pass the time. True crime ones, ironically enough. Made me laugh at myself sometimes. Like, Emily, you're stocking tampons while hearing about serial killers. What a life. First weird thing happened maybe a week in. I was in the electronics section, fixing up the phone cases, when I felt eyes on me. You know that prickly feeling? I looked up and there's this guy, mid-30s maybe, standing at the end of the aisle. Tall, scruffy beard, wearing a faded hoodie. Just staring. Not browsing, not moving. I smiled awkwardly. Customer service mode, And he just nodded, then walked away. I shrugged it off. Probably high or something, I thought. Laughed about it with my coworker Jake later. Dude, I got a fan club already. But then it happened again. Couple nights later, same shift. I'm in groceries this time, stacking cans of soup, and there he is again. Lingering near the produce, pretending to squeeze avocados, but glancing over every few seconds. This time, he smiled back when I caught him, but it was off. Too wide, like he was forcing it. I felt a little uneasy, but hey, regulars exist, right? Walmart's open 24/7. Maybe he works nights too. I told myself not to be paranoid. Finished my shift, drove home to my crappy apartment, crashed out. No biggie. Things got weirder over the next few weeks. He'd show up more often, always around midnight. Started following me through the store, kinda subtle at first. I'd turn a corner into Home Goods, and boom, he's there picking up pillows or whatever. Once, I was in the back near automotive, and I swear I heard footsteps echoing mine. Turned around quick. Nothing. But when I got back to the main floor, there he was by the registers, watching. No cart, no bags. Just there. I started joking less about it. Told Jake, "That guy's creeping me out a bit." He laughed, said, "Emily, you're cute. Probably just a harmless crush. Flirt back, get a discount or something." Yeah, thanks, Jake. Real helpful. I tried ignoring it, focusing on work. But then the notes started. First one was on my car in the employee lot after shift. Just a scrap of paper under the wiper. "You look nice tonight." No signature. Heart raced a little, but I crumpled it up. Wind blew it there? Secret admirer? Rationalizing hard, you guys. I mean, who wants to think the worst? Escalation hit next. The notes got personal. One said, "Love your smile when you stock the candy aisle." How'd he know that? I only did candy on Tuesdays. Another, "Saw you at the gas station yesterday. Cute outfit." Wait, what? I had stopped for gas on my way home the day before. Was he following me outside work too? I started parking closer to the doors, walking out with coworkers. Told my manager, but she was like, "We get weirdos all the time. Just report if he approaches." Great advice, Karen. I tried to convince myself it was coincidence. Maybe he lived nearby, shopped a lot. Harmless loner type. I even Googled stalking signs during breaks, but then I'd close the tab like, Nah, Emily, you're overthinking. Too many podcasts. But deep down, dread was building. Short shifts felt long. I'd glance over my shoulder constantly, heart pounding at every shadow. Then came the night that shattered all that. It was a slow Tuesday, around 1 a.m. Store was empty-ish. I was in the toy section. Ironic, huh? When I heard him before I saw him. Footsteps, deliberate. Turned, and there he was, closer than ever. "Hey," he said, voice low and raspy. "You've been avoiding me." I froze. "Excuse me?" Tried to sound firm, but my voice cracked a bit. He stepped forward, blocking the aisle. "I see you every night. You're special, Emily." He knew my name. Not from the badge. I wasn't wearing it that shift. Panic hit like a wave. "How do you know that?" I backed up, grabbing my radio to call security. But he kept talking, calm as hell. "I watch you. Your routines. Home at 3:15 a.m. Alone in that little apartment on Elm Street. You should lock your windows better." Oh, God. He'd been to my place. Stalking for real. Motive spilled out then. He rambled about how I reminded him of his ex, how she left him wrong, and now he was fixing things. Sounded like obsession, the dangerous kind. Eyes wild now, not smiling. He reached into his pocket. I thought knife or gun, but it was another note, crumpled, with my full address scribbled. "Come with me quiet, or I'll visit when you're sleeping." Adrenaline kicked in. I yelled into the radio, "Security to toys, now!" Dropped it and bolted past him, shoving a shelf of board games to block. He grabbed at my arm, nails digging in. Still got the scar, but I twisted free. Ran to the front, co-workers rushing over. Security guy, big dude named Mike, tackled him as he chased. Police showed up quick. Turns out his name was Robert Klein. Cops ran his ID, priors for harassment, restraining orders from 2 exes. He'd been fired from a job for stalking a coworker. Motive? Pure delusion. Thought I was the one to replace what he lost. Had photos of me on his phone taken from afar. Even notes planning to take me home. I quit Walmart that week. Lost the job, obviously, and about a month's pay while job hunting. But worse, lost my sense of safety. Moved apartments, got a roommate. Therapy helped some, but nightmares lingered. He got arrested, charged with stalking and assault. Pled guilty, did 6 months. Out now, I think. Restraining orders in place, but paper don't stop creeps. I still think about it every time I go grocery shopping. Glance at faces in the aisles. Wonder if they're watching. Wish I could warn people, but who listens till it's too late? Stay safe out there, guys. Night shifts ain't worth it. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jordan Hayes, and I'm just your average dude from a small town in Ohio. Life was pretty chill back then. I just scored this sweet new gaming setup after saving up for months. You know, one of those RGB lit monsters that make your room look like a rave. I was hyped, spending my evenings blasting through levels, chugging energy drinks, and feeling like I had it all figured out. This happened about 3 years ago, right around fall when the leaves were turning and everything smelled like pumpkin spice overload. Yeah, I was that guy who actually liked those lattes. Don't judge me. Anyway, one evening after work, I decided to hit up Walmart for some snacks and batteries for my controller. Nothing special, right? Just a quick run to the supercenter on the edge of town. It was like 8 p.m., getting dark early, but the parking lot was packed as usual. I parked my beat-up Honda near the garden center entrance, grabbed a cart that squeaked like it was dying, and headed in. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, that familiar Walmart smell of popcorn and cleaning supplies hitting me. I was humming some dumb tune from a game, feeling good. First thing, I swung by the electronics section to eyeball some new headphones. Mine were crapping out. That's when I noticed this guy. Tall, kind of lanky, wearing a gray hoodie and jeans that looked too baggy. He was pretending to look at phone cases, but I caught him glancing my way. Like, not just a quick look, but staring a bit too long. I shrugged it off. People are weird in Walmart, right? Maybe he thought I was someone else. Laughed to myself about it, like, dude, get a life. Grabbed my batteries and moved on to the snack aisle. Cruising down the chips section, mulling over Doritos or Cheetos, classic dilemma, I spot him again. Same guy, at the end of the aisle, fiddling with a bag of pretzels but eyes locked on me. Okay, a little creepy, but Walmart's huge. Coincidences happen. I turned my cart around, went the long way to avoid him, and headed to frozen foods for some pizza rolls. By now, the humor's fading a tad, but I'm still chuckling internally, thinking, what if he's a secret shopper or something stupid? Grab my frozen stuff, and as I'm pushing toward the bakery for some donuts, because why not, I feel this prickle on my neck. Turn around quick, and there he is, like 10 feet back, stopped dead with a loaf of bread in his hand. Not even pretending now. Heart picks up a bit, but I tell myself, Jordan, chill. It's a busy store. He's probably just shopping the same route. I mean, who hasn't looped around Walmart aimlessly? I sped up, dodging a mom with screaming kids, and ducked into the home goods section. Rows of towels and pillows. Felt safer there for some reason. But nope. 5 minutes later, as I'm pretending to care about bath mats, I see his reflection in a mirror display. He's lurking at the aisle entrance, phone out like he's texting, but angled just right to watch me. Now it's getting weird. Sweat starts under my arms and I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's following me. But why? I don't know this guy. Rationalizing hard. Could be paranoia from too many late-night gaming sessions. Those horror games mess with your head, you know? Decided to test it. I bolted to the opposite side of the store, to the automotive section. Tires, oil, that manly smell. No reason for him to go there unless... And there he was, 2 minutes later, browsing air fresheners. Holy crap. My stomach dropped. No more light thoughts. This felt off. Hands shaky on the cart, I whispered to myself, "Get out, dude." But I needed to pay first. Stupid snacks. Headed to self-checkout, scanning items fast, fumbling the bags. Glanced up, and he's at the next station over, buying nothing but a single energy drink. Our eyes met for a second. His were cold, empty. Like he knew I knew. Bagged my stuff, heart pounding now, and booked it to the exit. Parking lot was dimly lit, cars scattered. I walked fast, keys out like a weapon. Thanks, internet safety tips. Halfway to my car, I hear footsteps behind me. Not running, but steady, matching my pace. Don't look back, I thought. Just get in the car. Fumbled the unlock button, door open, tossed bags in, slammed it shut. Locked. Engine on. As I peeled out, I checked the rear view. He was standing there, right where my spot was, watching me go. No expression. Chills, man. Drove home shaking, locked every door, even checked the backyard. Called my buddy Mike, told him the story. He laughed it off at first. Walmart weirdo, classic. But when I described the guy, he went quiet. Dude, that sounds like that creep from high school, remember? The one who got expelled for stalking girls? Wait, what? I pulled up old yearbooks on my phone. Yeah, it was him. Travis something. Back in school, he was obsessed with this girl in my class, followed her everywhere until cops got involved. Apparently, he'd seen me talking to her once and blamed me for ruining his chances. Held a grudge all these years? Insane. But that was just the start. Next day, I shrugged it off, rational again. One-time thing. He's probably harmless now. Went back to Walmart for milk I'd forgotten. Dumb, I know, but I needed it for cereal. Parked closer to the doors this time. Inside, everything normal at first. Then, in produce, picking apples, I feel eyes on me. Turn. There he is, by the bananas, smirking now. Not hiding. Dropped the apples, cart abandoned, I weaved through aisles. He followed, closer this time. Bumped my shoulder accidentally in clothing. Muttered, "You think you're safe?" Whispered it, breath hot on my ear. Panic mode. Ran to the front. Told a manager some guy's harassing me. She called security, but by the time they showed, he was gone. They walked me to my car, said to file a report. I did, at the police station. Cops said they'd look into it, but without proof. Yeah, right. That night, home alone, phone buzzes. Unknown number. I know where you live now. How? Followed me home last time? Window check? Shadow outside? No, but paranoia maxed. Escalation hit hard the third time. Needed groceries again. Can't starve because of this psycho. Went during daylight, crowded afternoon. Felt bold. But halfway through, in pharmacy, he's there. Bold now, grabs my arm. You ruined my life, Jordan. Payback. Eyes wild, breath stinking of booze. Real danger clicked. This wasn't just following. He had a plan. Maybe knife in his pocket? Motive clear. Revenge for some imagined slight from years ago. He'd been tracking me online, found my address from social media posts. Terrifying how easy. I yanked away, yelled for help. Shoppers stared, but a big guy intervened, shoved him back. Chaos. Security rushed in, pinned him. Cops arrived fast this time. Turns out, he had a restraining order history and a warrant for similar stuff. Arrested on the spot for assault and stalking. I got out okay, physically. But man, I lost my peace. That gaming setup? Sold it. Couldn't relax playing anymore, always jumping at sounds. Moved apartments a month later, changed numbers. Cost me a ton in deposits and stress. And the haunted part? Even now, in a new town, I scan every crowd, every store. Bitter as hell. Why do people hold on to crap like that? Ruins lives. If you're out there, watching this, lock your profiles, guys. You never know who's waiting. Stay safe. Model. My name is Alex, and this happened about 2 years ago. Back when I was still living in that crappy apartment in the suburbs. I was super pumped for Black Friday, you know? Like, I'd been saving up for months to snag one of those killer laptop deals. Nothing fancy, just something to replace my old clunker that kept freezing during Netflix binges. Haha. Remember when Black Friday was all about elbowing grannies for TVs? Yeah, I thought it'd be a fun adventure. Boy, was I wrong. So, picture this. It's like 5 a.m., freezing cold, and I'm lined up outside Best Buy with a coffee in hand, scrolling memes on my phone to kill time. The doors finally open, and it's chaos. People shoving, carts banging, the usual holiday madness. I make a beeline for the electronics section, heart racing like I'm in some zombie apocalypse movie. There it is, the last one of these sweet gaming laptops on the shelf. Marked down 50%. I grab it quick, tuck it under my arm, and head to checkout. Felt like I won the lottery, man. But then, out of nowhere, this guy appears. Big dude, maybe in his 40s, beard all scruffy, wearing a stained hoodie like he rolled out of bed. He grabs my sleeve and yanks hard. "That's mine," he snarls, eyes all wild. I'm like, "Whoa, back off, buddy." I tell him I got here first, fair and square. He starts yelling about how he saw it before me, how I cut in line or something. People are staring, a manager comes over, but the guy's not letting go. He's ranting about needing it for his work, whatever that means. Finally, security escorts him out, and I pay and leave, laptop in bag. Shook me up a bit, but I laughed it off later with friends. Black Friday drama, am I right? We joked about it over pizza that night. Couple days pass, everything's normal. I'm setting up the new laptop, loving the speed, playing some games. Then I notice this weird car parked across the street from my apartment. Old sedan, tinted windows. Didn't think much of it, neighborhood's full of random vehicles. But it was there the next morning too, and the day after. Okay, maybe a new neighbor? I rationalized it like that. Life's busy, work's piling up. Who has time to paranoia over a parked car? Then the calls started. Unknown number, heavy breathing on the line. First time I hung up, figured wrong number. Second time, same thing. By the third, I blocked it. Annoying, but hey, spam calls happen all the time. I even made a dumb joke to my roommate. Probably some telemarketer with asthma. He laughed. We moved on. But deep down, it bugged me a little. Why me? Things got weirder about a week later. I'm walking home from the grocery store, bags full of junk food, chips, soda, the essentials, and I swear I see that same bearded guy from the store. He's at the bus stop across the way, staring right at me. No mistake, same hoodie. I quicken my pace, heart thumping a bit. Get inside, lock the door, peek out the window. He's gone. Coincidence? City has millions of people, right? Maybe he lives nearby. I told myself that, tried to shake it off. Watched some comedy on the new laptop to unwind. Laughed, but it felt forced. The small stuff kept piling up though. Like, I'd find these little notes on my car windshield. First one said, "Nice laptop." Scribbled in Sharpie, kinda creepy, but could be anything. I crumpled it, tossed it. Second note, "You took what's mine." Okay, now my stomach drops. I start parking in different spots, avoiding the usual ones. Told a friend about it and she was like, "Report it, dude." But what? Notes aren't proof. No threats, just weird. I rationalized again. Maybe kids pranking, or a mix-up. Didn't want to overreact and look paranoid. Escalation hit mid-December. Snow's falling, I'm home alone one night. Roommates out. Working late on the laptop, typing up reports for my job. Hear a knock at the door. Not loud, just tap tap. I ignore it, thinking solicitor. Knock gets louder. Then pounding. Boom, boom, boom. I freeze. Laptop screen glowing in the dark room. "Who is it?" I yell, voice cracking a little. No answer. Pounding stops, then starts again, harder. I grab my phone, dial 911, but don't hit call yet. Peek through the peephole. It's him. The bearded guy, face twisted, eyes locked on the door like he can see through it. My heart's racing now, palms sweaty. "Go away!" I shout. He yells back, muffled through the wood. "Give it back! You stole it!" Stole what? The laptop? This guy's unhinged. I back away, hit call on 911. Whisper my address, tell them someone's trying to break in. While I'm on the line, crash, glass shattering. He's smashed the living room window with something, maybe a rock. Shards everywhere, cold A. Dispatcher says cops are 2 minutes out. Those 2 minutes felt like forever. I hear him rummaging, drawers opening, stuff thrown around. Looking for the laptop, I guess. Then sirens wail outside. Footsteps stop. Cops burst in, yelling, "Police!" I crack the door, peek out. They find him hiding behind the couch, curled up like a kid playing hide and seek. Pathetic, really, but terrifying. Turns out the guy's name was Mark something or other. Police ran his info, history of petty theft, harassment charges. His motive? Delusional crap. He lost his job, needed a laptop for important work, which was some conspiracy blog BS. Saw me grab the last one and fixated. Stalked me from the store, found my address somehow. Maybe followed me home that day or dug online. Those calls, notes, the car, all him, building up to this break-in. Wanted to reclaim what he thought was his, even if it meant hurting me. Cops arrested him right there, hiding spot and all. Charged with breaking and entering, stalking, the works. I got a restraining order, but man, the damage was done. Window fixed, but cost me a few $100 I didn't have.